Higher Education Radio is changing their airtime for February. Be sure and listen Friday the 5th when representatives from Webster University, College of Central Florida, St. Leo University, and the University of Central Florida will be in the studio to give us the latest information about higher education opportunities. Plan for tomorrow, today. Remember, Friday the 5th of February at 11 a.m. for Higher Education Radio, right here on the Source WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
Minutes after 7 o'clock. It is February 3rd, 2016. Thank you for tuning into The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall, where it is 69 degrees. The forecast doesn't look too bad today. It's 48% chance of rain, partly cloudy skies, highs in the lower 80s, lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, there's a 100% chance of rain, and after that rain, that's when some cool temperatures move in. Look for highs tomorrow only in the low 70s and lows tomorrow evening, or actually by Friday morning around 42. And that brings us to a cool, not cold day on Friday. Highs only in the lower 60s with lows Friday night down around 47 degrees. So a little bit of rain, a little bit of cooling coming in. And good morning, Robin. How are you doing?
Good morning.
All right, we got a good show this morning, 7:35. We'll take the news. We'll offer our commentary on it.
Yep.
And there you go. 8:35, we'll read the news and not offer our commentary on it. We get more stories in there, but of course it's cold, hard news.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Cold, hard news. Kevin Sheely is coming on at 9:05 into the studio. He's the president and CEO of the Ocala Marion County Chamber and Economic Partnership. You've heard us talking about them many times as we announced the ribbon cuttings. Mm-hmm. He's going to talk to us about the Florida Sales Tax Initiative, and we'll hear what he has to say. I'm not so sure if he's for it or against it. I think he's for it, correct?
I think he is.
I think he is.
He's for it.
Laura Burns will be here at 9:35. She is with Career Source Citrus Levy Marion, and she'll be here to talk about job opportunities in our community. Mm-hmm. If you could rewind to 1970 something, you lived here, you might remember there was it was hard to find a job here.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't always easy. But a lot of in the newspaper ads, a lot of advertisements back then for grooms. Mm-hmm. It was when I first lived here, and I thought, wow, everybody wants to get married. Everybody wants a groom. That's not my job. Let me find something else to do.
You could have made some money at that. You know, you could have just picked and choose.
Well, apparently, yeah, I could have learned how to brush horses or something.
I was talking about the women.
Who knew?
I say, I'll rent a groom. Here
it's funny when you think about words that enter your vocabulary. The word equestrian. Well, the word groom was already in my vocabulary, but not in that sense. And the word equestrian was like, oh, what is that word?
Right.
What does that word mean over there? I still don't really know how to define it. It's just horses, right? Equestrian?
Yep.
I mean, what would you define the word equestrian? Define equestrian.
Someone that rides a horse.
Oh, it's a person. I didn't even know that.
That's what I would say, but now I don't know.
A person who rides a horse.
I don't know. So maybe, but I've heard equestrian games. So
well, that would make sense,
so
then, even with your definition.
I don't know.
So what is there? Is there a word for a person who drives a car, or a person who drives a Harley? Biker.
That's right. It's a
driver, biker, and equestrian.
And there is a word for the woman that sits on the back of the Harley. That's the passenger.
What is that word?
We can't say it on there.
Really? It's a bad word?
It's his.
Oh, it's a B word?
Yeah. It's his.
Well.
They just goof.
Matt Wilkerson will be here at 10:05. Matt is the owner of Verizon Wireless Premium, and he sells mobile phones, wireless phones, cell phones, whatever we call them these days.
Yep.
And he educates us about those things. I don't think I need any more apps. I think I'm done with apps.
Yeah.
I mean, what do I need them for? I put some in my phone. I say, get rid of them. They're just taking up space.
Yeah.
I put a new app in my phone, though. It's called a number blocker.
Oh, okay.
I got a call yesterday. You were with me, It was just
it
upset
was
me
awful.
so much. It was like
horrible.
Is this Larry Whitler? Yes, it is. Are you Larry Whitler? And he reads my address, and I say, well, who's this? Well, I can't tell you who I am until you tell me if that's your address. And I said, well, I'm not going to tell you until you tell me who you are. Okay, I'm Eric Freeman or something. You gave me some name.
Yeah.
And I said, well, who are you? Well, I'm with, and I said, where are you calling from? Pennsylvania. Well, what do you want? I can't tell you that until you give me your address. I said, you kidding me?
Yeah,
I got upset.
Heated.
I got really
heated.
upset. I really got upset. We were at the post office too, so.
Yeah, and there was.
It's always unnerving for
so.
bystanders when a big guy is yelling on his phone.
Yeah.
It's always unnerving.
Yep, yeah, they walk by with smiles. They just kind of.
Hey, you're okay. Hey, I'm okay with you.
Yeah.
You're a big guy and you look mad at somebody. I'm just going to walk right by here. But I don't get that way, though. I mean, I get mad,
Yeah,
I focus my anger. I don't. It doesn't go all over the place.
No.
I don't throw things at people at random. I'm not going to throw my phone across the street and hit somebody. I might throw it across the street. I'll hurt myself by doing that. I have no phone.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
What do I need a phone for? So anyway, I got this app that blocks phone numbers.
Oh, good.
I went online to find out how to block a phone number. And on YouTube, it showed, here's how you do. Go to this screen and push this, and boom, you're blocked. I'm saying, that's easy. Uh-huh. My phone doesn't have that screen. It was the same phone I had, too. I'll have to ask Matt about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I looked up the number that called me, by the way, this is good information for everybody. I looked up the number that called me on my computer, and it told me that it was reported as a spam.
Yeah, there you go.
Number. So I said, okay, I like spam. I'm not too bad with that meat.
Yeah.
But I don't need them calling me. Anyway. All right, so Matt Wilkerson will be here at 10:05. 10:35. Leslie Bank retired from the Baltimore, Maryland Police Department as a lieutenant, and she happens to be able to communicate to the dead, with the dead.
Yeah.
So I love this because usually you think of a police officer as somebody down to earth. Like my father was a police officer. He's down to earth. He's not going to tell you he can speak to the dead unless he can.
Yeah. Right.
My dad had a story when he was very sick of seeing an angel. And there's no question in my mind that he saw an angel because he wasn't the kind of guy to just say things,
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Leslie Bank is the same kind of a kindred spirit as my dad, one of these police officer, hardcore. I'm not gonna fool you and try to pull one over on you. She worked as a security consultant, a Reiki master, and her book is called The Receptivity Project. I'm so looking forward to talking to her. Please, spirits on the other side, dear God, let the phone work.
Exactly. Let it work today.
Dan, Anthony, whoever I need to talk to.
Yeah.
Please make the phone work.
I hope it's working.
Can you imagine if she can talk to us? Let me rephrase that. Can you imagine if it's more difficult to talk to us than it is to talk to the dead? Now, that would be embarrassing.
That would be totally embarrassing.
That would be that's no good.
No.
Anthony James is going to come in. We invited Anthony to come in a little bit early today because I had a game I wanted to play with him. And it was a game where we would actually challenge each other to see who come up with the cheapest travel price. I would make up a fake trip.
Yes.
And try to find the prices for the flights, for the hotels, etc. And he would do the same thing, and then we would see who came up with the best rate. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I tried it, and I was lost. I had no idea how to do this. So I went. The fake trip goes from Orlando to New York. You spend a night in New York, and then you fly to Paris for a week, and you spend a week in Paris, and then you fly from Paris back to Orlando. That's the whole trip. Very simple trip, right? Mm-hmm. And I was going nuts, like, oh my gosh, there are so many hotels. There are so many airlines. There are so many choices. I had no idea where to begin. So I wrote him and I said, Anthony, I can't do the game as I had originally thought I could do it because I don't know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So he's going to come in and show us what he came up with and actually teach us. I'm looking forward to that, actually. So
yeah,
that ought to be fun. Fun with Joe. We're getting close to Valentine's Day, so I have a game called Chocolate and Hearts.
Oh, okay.
All of the questions have something to do with either chocolate or hearts.
Cool.
And then when Galen Uneld is on the phone, we are buzzing in this town about golf right now because of the Coates LPGA Golf Championship.
Yep.
Did I say that right?
Yep.
And so today I have the top 10. This is according to no, America's most stunning golf courses.
Okay.
America's most stunning golf courses, and it is the top 10.
Nice.
Wait till you hear what number 1 is. Wait till you hear what the number 1 golf course is. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. A powerful weather system moving across the country. Tornadoes touching down in Mississippi and Alabama, while parts of Colorado and Nebraska getting buried in more than a foot of snow. That storm heading into the upper Midwest where travel's not advised in Minnesota. The Army and Marine Corps top officers telling lawmakers on Capitol Hill yesterday that women should register for selective service.
I think that all eligible and qualified men and women should register for the draft.
Army Chief of Staff Mark Milley. A college student in trouble after placing a for rent ad for his room on Airbnb.
As advertised, the one-bedroom was in the heart of downtown with sweeping views of Boston Common, but it was the Emerson College sophomore's dorm room. And now the 19-year-old faces a disciplinary hearing for violating the school's residence hall policy.
Fox's Jane Metzler. Fox News. We report, you decide.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. I encourage you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retooled.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out.
New shows? Check. We are Plus Force. Some new talent. Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire.
Because that's how exotic it is.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
Located in Ocala, Rinstar Medical Research has offered a wide range of clinical research trials for 17 years. Rinstar conducts clinical trials for conditions such as migraines, memory decline, fibromyalgia, and sun-damaged skin. To learn more, call Rinstar at 352-629-5800. Help us create a healthier tomorrow by volunteering today. Please call Rinstar at 352-629-5800.
Thank you, buddy. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock, and you made it to Wednesday.
Yeah.
February 3rd. One day at a time, right?
Yep.
All right, so before we get into the news, I have one fun thing I want to share with you. No, two or three. Okay.
Okay.
Today is, hold on.
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Hump day.
Yes. Hump day. I'm very... All right, hold on.
Is there another adjective?
What did I do wrong here?
I don't know.
Can you talk while I do this?
Okay.
Figure out what I need to do. There it is. This is what I want to tell you. There it is.
Time ago.
Today is National The Day the Music Died Day.
That music
Wow.
used to make me smile.
This is the song by Don McLean, American Pie. Like, all that just for that little bit of music. All right, the Day the Music Died Day is always observed on February 3rd. This day, we remember the unfortunate and untimely death of singer's 22-year-old Buddy Holly. He was only 22 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
17-year-old Richie Valens.
Uh-huh.
And 28-year-old J.P. Richardson, also known as the Big Bopper.
Gosh.
All three singers died in an airplane accident on February 3rd, 1959, near Clear Lake, Iowa. Their pilot, Roger Peterson, also died in the crash.
Something touched me deep
There you go.
inside the day the music died.
There you go. That's a nice song, isn't it? It's a long song. It's like
It is.
8-minute song, something like
Yeah, it's a wonderful song. And then Weird Al did the parody on it for Star Wars.
that. Right.
Hi, this your Anakin guy.
All right, let's see. What do I have here? All right, one fun one. And then we'll do some of the newsy stuff that you can offer opinions on. There's a detail about Disney princesses that somebody noticed.
Oh.
Let's see if you've ever noticed this.
Okay.
If you look at Cinderella and Belle and Tiana.
I don't know who Tiana is.
Well, I don't either.
She must be new.
They're all princesses in the Disney lineup of cartoon princesses.
Okay.
Cinderella, Belle, and Tiana are all wearing opera gloves.
Okay.
I had to look up what opera gloves were.
Yeah.
They go all the way to your elbow or beyond your elbow?
Right.
Okay.
I wore those to the Student Media Festival. That
Oh, you
one
did?
Year.
Okay.
Or the black and white ones.
Well, Cinderella, Belle, and Tiana, all princesses, all wearing opera gloves.
Okay.
Okay, right. Same.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
Cinderella was the first Disney princess to not be of royal descent, meaning she married into her princess title, like Princess Diana did.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Belle also married into her princess title.
Mm-hmm.
So did Tiana. All three princesses were princesses by marriage, and all three wore opera gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay. I got to see who this Tiana is. She must
All right.
be a new princess.
All right, but the princesses born into royalty showed off their bare hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh, I don't have their names. I must have forgot to clip that part.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so the other princesses, please. Oh, gosh, I didn't do a good job
Sleeping
here.
Beauty, probably.
I could look it up. But anyway, it's a moot point. It's just a silly point.
Snow White has bare hands.
So anyway, so all of them were born into royalty, and they all show their bare hands. They're not wearing, what do they call, opera gloves.
Opera gloves.
Okay. So then, if you're really a Disney fanatic, and I'm not, I copied this off of the internet. What about Mulan? Mulan wasn't born into royalty.
No, she was a warrior.
But she didn't marry into a title either. Mulan is one of the princesses who was given the title of Disney princess because of her acts of heroism.
That's right. That's right. She was a good chick.
There you go. There you go.
That's
So there you go.
cool.
So some trivia there. I've got to look up who the others were. Okay.
Yeah, she was a heroine. She fought for her.
All right. You want something to talk about over the water cooler?
Yes.
The lawmakers in the District of Columbia yesterday. Lawmakers in the District of Columbia yesterday. I'm repeating it for a reason. Voted unanimously to approve a bill that includes a proposal to pay residents a stipend to not commit crimes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh, come on, tax dollars.
This is based on a program in another city in this country that does the same thing. Richmond, California. Richmond, California has been paying people to not commit crimes. They say it has contributed to a great reduction in the crime rate there. Under the bill, here's how this works.
Okay.
City officials would identify up to 200 people a year who are considered at risk of committing a crime.
Okay.
Those people would be directed to participate in behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
And if they fulfill those obligations and stay out of trouble, they get paid.
What a slap in the face to the people that obey the law.
The bill doesn't specify the value of the stipend, but in California, the role model, Richmond, California, they get $9,000 a year.
Oh, my God.
$9,000 a year.
Why should we be nice when we can be paid being mean?
Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, who wrote the legislation, said it was part of a comprehensive approach to reducing violent crime in the city, which experienced a 54% increase in homicides last year.
Same as always. You
Keep in
reward
mind
the
that
bad
you're not
guys.
allowed to carry a gun in the District of Columbia.
Yeah.
Maybe that would help.
I think so.
Homicides and violent crimes are still down significantly since the 2000s and even more since the early 1990s when the district was dubbed the nation's murder capital. McDuffie argued that spending $9,000 a year in stipends pales in comparison to the cost of someone being victimized.
Why should people be nice now? I mean, you know, the bad guys are always getting the benefits for everything, and the good guys are always getting the slap in the face.
Wow. So it cost the city, it'll cost the city $4.9 million.
Yeah.
Including $460,000 a year to pay the stipends. Really? So the $4.9 million is for the therapy. Oh, you're kidding.
So I'm going to move to Washington, D.C., and then register with the police department and say, I'm on the verge of committing a crime. Give me my $9,000, please.
Okay. In Richmond, they call the people who participate in the program fellows.
Fellows.
It's kind of a funny thing, isn't it?
Yeah, because the people that work to be professors and all, they're a fellow of different
So
places.
in Richmond, California now, not Virginia, Richmond, California, 79% of the fellows participating in the program have not been suspected of involvement in any gun crimes since joining the program, and 84% have not been injured by gunfire. Oh, goodness.
Well, it's free money. Why should they? They don't have to do anything for it. Can just be on.
Oh, wow. Richmond experienced a 77% drop in homicides between 2007 when the program was launched and 2014. The proposal in Washington has generated a lot of debate, as you can imagine.
Oh, yeah, because once again, the good people that follow the rules and raise good families and good children and everything get slapped in the face.
Wow.
Because of the bad guys.
Hey, go rob a bank and say you're sorry.
There you go.
Why don't you do that? You get $9,000 a year.
That's right, exactly.
Go ahead, take a shot at it.
Exactly. I'll even tell them I'm doing it. I'll say, just have my check ready. Just, arrest me at the bank doors before I go in, book me and then give me my check and I'll be on my way.
All right, that's one down. Let me give you some more stories to mull over.
Stupid.
The U.S. House Oversight Committee today will hold the first congressional hearing into the Flint, Michigan water crisis. Flint's drinking water became contaminated, as you know, with lead back in April of 2014 after the city switched its source from Lake Huron to the corrosive Flint River as a cost-saving measure. State officials downplayed reports of lead in the water and a spike in lead levels in the blood of Flint children.
Yeah, that was horrible.
The city manager at the time, Darnell Early, reportedly won't be testifying. Neither will Michigan Governor Rick Snyder, who is facing questions about when he first knew there was too much lead in the drinking water in Flint, Michigan. Some people want him arrested for that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, well, if he knew about it, then he should be. Oh, no, he can't because they'll give him $9,000.
Wrong state.
I know, but they'll grandfather it in somehow.
All right, we will take a little break and be right back. We've got more stories to mull over and offer opinions on. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. We'll see times of clouds and sun on this Wednesday, a very warm afternoon high of 78 to 82. Mostly cloudy and balmy Wednesday night with a shower or thunderstorm after midnight, low 63 to 67. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm crossing the area, highs in the 70s. For Friday, sunshine returns breezy and cool to the high 62 to 66. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
At Ameris Bank, we understand that there is no purchase more exciting than the purchase of a new home. We are dedicated to helping you find the mortgage that meets your needs and giving you the personal attention you deserve. Our mortgage options offer a variety of benefits, including up to 100% financing, down payment assistance, and expansive credit qualifications, all with the competitive rates and exceptional service. Call Ameris Bank today or visit amerisbank.com to learn more. We look forward to serving you.
Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender and member of FDIC, a loan subject to credit approval.
This is Kendall Carpenter, Director of Operations with Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. I am proud to announce we will be hosting the Coates Golf Championship, presented by R&L Carriers, here the first week of February. This championship will feature the world's best LPGA players, including world number 1 Lydia Ko. Come and experience women's professional golf at its finest. The championship week starts February 1st and ends with the final round on February 6th. Join me to see the very best in golf at Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club.
On February 13th, the Circle Square Cultural Center at On Top of the World will host the annual Home Improvement Expo. But on Monday, February 8th at 9:45 a.m., Robert Colin from On Top of the World will be our guest to discuss all the exciting aspects of the expo. The expo is free to the public and there will be fun and prizes. Robert will be telling us about the exhibitors and discussing some of the demonstrations. So be sure to listen Monday, February 8th at 9:45 a.m. when Robert Colin will be here to answer your questions. The Women's Veterans Health Fair will be happening on Saturday, February 20th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Ocala VA Clinic at the Cascades Office Complex at 1515 East Silver Springs Boulevard right here in Ocala. The Women's Veterans Health Fair. Don't miss it. If you'd like more information, give a call to 352-369-3320. That's 369-3320 for the Women's Veterans Health Fair at the Ocala VA Clinic in the Cascades, February 20th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Research tells us that exercise makes us smarter and more productive. However, different workouts give us different benefits. How much somebody earns is not indicative of whether they're a cheapskate or a spendthrift, because somebody who's broke could still have a shopping addiction. It happens all the time. But it turns out the happiest couples focus on just 2 words. Thank you.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It's kind of overcast out there. If you didn't hear the forecast already, it's 69 degrees here at the studios, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall. 40% chance of rain today. Highs in the low to mid 80s. So not a cold day at all. Like kind of a warm day, actually. That 40% of chance of rain will grow to a 100% chance of rain tomorrow. And after the rain, that's when things start to cool down a little bit. So tomorrow's high is only in the lower 70s with Friday morning's lows around 42. Friday looks like a sunny day, but cool temperatures, highs around 62. Lows before Saturday morning, 47 degrees. Okay. And then Saturday night, 43 degrees is the overnight low. So, and Sunday night, the overnight low 38. So we do have some cold temperatures moving in. But it's Friday for the first Friday Art Walk, which I guess you and I are going to be outside of La Cuisine again?
Yep, La Cuisine.
So looking forward to that. And so it should be nice. Should be nice, cool temperatures, no rain.
Yeah.
Which is good, yeah.
Thank you, Alexandria. Thank you, Melissa Townsend. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you, God, for making it nice weather.
Yes, for sure.
All right. What else? What was I up to? Oh, in his first visit to an American mosque as chief executive, President Obama will visit a Baltimore area Islamic center today. Amid growing concern about hostility toward Muslim Americans, Obama will speak at the Islamic Society of Baltimore in Cantonsville, Maryland, which is in a large community center in the city's western suburbs that serves thousands of people with a place of worship, a housing complex, and schools, according to its website.
All in the Muslim community.
The president will meet with community members and discuss religious freedom. So... with the caucuses in Iowa behind them, the pack of presidential candidates is racing to garner votes in the first-in-the-nation New Hampshire primary next week. Among the first big events for the remaining two Democratic candidates, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, is a town hall-style meeting today, hosted by CNN in Derry at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Sanders and Clinton will field questions from potential voters. Potential. I might vote.
Voters?
I could be a voter.
Yeah.
I'll see how I feel.
They should be all registered. All the people that attend should be all registered voters because they're the only ones whose votes count.
They will also field questions from CNN anchor Anderson Cooper. There you go. Some people are saying that Sanders won that thing.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? Yep. What's weird for me, and I know it's been explained every time we have a presidential election, it's explained. What is the super delegates? The Democratic Party has something called super delegates. Do they have more voting power or something?
Yeah, I have no clue.
And the way I looked at it on the Republican side, it looked like, to me, Ted Cruz was the winner, but he had 8 delegates.
Yeah.
Donald Trump and Marco Rubio had 7 delegates each.
Yeah.
Even though there were more voters who cast a vote, slight amount more for Trump than for Rubio.
So it's only one number difference.
It still yielded only 7 delegates. And the way I think, somebody can help correct me if I'm wrong on this, that means those are the people from that state that will go to the national convention for that party.
Yeah.
Right? And they will be voting, you would assume, for the people that their number represents. Like those 7 people will vote for Trump. Those 8 people will vote for Ted Cruz.
Right.
Et cetera.
Right, exactly.
But on the Democratic side, it's a hugely different number because of the fact that they have super delegates.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
That's maybe a reason to join the Democratic Party, just so you can be I'm a super delegate.
Well, how come it's not uniform across all parties?
Because the parties are, I know this answer. The parties are there to select a candidate. Yeah. And so they make up the rules on how they select their own candidates.
There you go.
That's it.
Makes sense.
Remember the Reform Party?
Oh, yes.
They had their own way of doing it.
They sure did. Yep, I remember.
But I don't hear any third parties being mentioned anymore.
No.
Well,
no.
at least this time around.
Yeah, no,
I
haven't pushed for it.
I hear the word independent being used.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard Reform Party or Constitution Party or Oh gosh, what's the other third one that we'd hear all
Libertarian.
the time? Libertarian. Thank you.
Well, they're out there, but those guys in those parties just don't really push them or anything. And then once it gets down to the wire,
Well, maybe that's what it is. It's too far away still.
yeah. But once it gets down to the wire, then they always complain. They always call up and say we need a third party, but they've got 4 years to take care of that, and they never do. I just don't understand it. I just don't.
Yesterday, by the way, on a lighter note, real quick before we go back to the serious stuff, we were downtown on the square.
Yes.
And the Six Gun Territory folks were there. You are one of them.
The legends.
You always, like when they're posing for pictures, you don't get in the pictures.
No.
You were there. You were there at Six Gun Territory. You were an integral part of that.
Yes.
Yeah, you were.
Thank you.
So anyway, Mayor Kent Gwynn was there. He's outstanding. I love the guy. And he also had worked at Six Gun Territory.
Yep, he did.
He worked the rides. He said he was there in 9th grade.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he kind of laughed.
9th grade. So, and he was running the rides. And one thing I remember from you is that when they had those rides, the song that played all the time was Another One Bites the Dust, right?
Yes.
Am I right? Or We Will Rock
Yes.
You. What song was it?
They played both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah, they played both of them, but it was, they had those big rides, and it would just play on and on and on.
So yesterday was proclaimed Six Gun Territory Day in Ocala.
Yep.
And from this point forward, February 2nd will be, I guess, in addition to Groundhog Day.
Exactly.
It'll be Six Gun Territory Day. What was interesting was to see men on the square packing pistols in holsters.
Real guns.
Real guns.
Sidearms, yep.
And one of the guys said to me, because there were police, Ocala police were kind of keeping an eye on everything, and he said that I said, can you? Because I had my video camera, and I said to him, can you draw like I'm the bad guy or whoever, I'm your opponent. And so he did.
JT Slade.
And I said, don't aim it at anybody but me.
Yeah, right.
That policeman over there will take you out.
Yes.
He doesn't care if I drop.
That's right.
They don't really care for me. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
But it was fun. It was a great event. The Can girls were there. The legends, the gunfighter legends were there. And then the 3 new Can girls were there dressed up. And
it was nice.
Very, very nice ceremony.
It's
Thank
sweet.
you, Mayor Gwynn. You are outstanding as always. So personable. The third
Classy guy, huh?
Yeah, very classy.
All right, let's get back to the serious stuff here.
Okay.
CVS Pharmacy and Target, this is serious, are officially tying the knot today.
Okay.
Did you know this?
No.
The grand opening of their first joint location will be Charlotte. It's a joint location.
Of course.
Cheech and Chong are going to have time with that one. Are they
Up
still
in
around?
Smoke. Yeah, they are.
Following CVS's purchase of the Target pharmacy business last June, Target's 1,672 in-house pharmacies and 79 clinics in 47 states will be rebranded as CVS Pharmacy and CVS Minute Clinics, or Minute Clinics, maybe,
Wow.
in the coming months. Which means that the Target store here in Ocala will now have a CVS Pharmacy inside?
Probably.
And isn't there a Walgreens, like, right on the parking lot of Target?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And there's a CVS down the road, so
So
they
CVS
all-
and Target are like McDonald's and Burger King. They
Yeah.
like to be near each other.
Right. or CVS and Walgreens. They're always like
That's
across
what I
the
meant.
street from
That's what
each
I meant.
other.
That's
yeah.
what I meant.
So it's Burger King, McDonald's.
How come we don't have
CVS,
how come we don't have a McDonald's on the boulevard? Do we?
There is. Yeah.
Yeah, but not near the. Okay, the McDonald's and the Burger King on the boulevard are not near each other.
No. They're about 6 blocks apart. You've got Burger King and then Wendy's and then McDonald's. So the big 3 are on that stretch within 6 blocks of each other.
The Florida Lottery announced yesterday that it reached $716 million in ticket sales in January, which is an all-time record for them. They're expecting to put $213 million to the Educational Enhancement Trust Fund from that $716 million.
No, good for them.
It's a 32.75% increase over the previous sales record of $539 million, and they're saying it's because of that Powerball jackpot. A lot of people bought tickets, including me. I even bought a ticket.
Yeah, good.
Didn't win. Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Did I win $9 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was $9. See that? You made money.
A man who deputies say stole a purse from a woman, was arrested Monday after a canine tracked him down. I love these canine units. The Marion County Sheriff's Office says a 71-year-old woman was opening her car door to leave the Dollar General at 19552 Southwest 56th Lane. Is that near you?
Yeah.
When a man later identified as 26-year-old Matthew Barrett Theron, he's 26, she's 71. Pick on the easy targets. It's easy for you, kid.
Of course.
He ran up behind her. He forcefully removed her purse and ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Deputies say 3 witnesses tried to detain him, but he got away. Good for the witnesses. We've got some brave people in our community.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
They saw him get on a green bicycle and leave. A canine unit named Pyro. I love that name. Pyro showed up and was able to sniff the way to the bad guy. He was holed up in a mobile, like a trailer, a camper trailer in the backyard of somebody's house.
Cool.
And one more thing. For college football, today is the day. To be exact, it's National Signing Day. The first day, high school seniors can sign a binding national letter of intent to play football with the NCAA, with an NCAA school, rather.
Okay.
Schools have been at work for months, recruiting the most and best top prospects from around the country. Mm-hmm. But now it comes down to the dotted line. The best prospects don't always become the best players, though.
Exactly.
And as of yesterday, 40 of the top 160 players, or 25%, were uncommitted.
No, here comes Tom.
So there will be plenty. I knew this would get you. The music is on there. There will be plenty of surprises. Follow the signing day action on your show, right?
Yeah, we'll be covering it all today at 3 o'clock. Hunter will be in studio because it changes. Florida's already had their first commit. He faxed his in at about 7:20 this morning, offensive lineman from Mount Dora.
Okay, so listen to Voice of Ocala. Tom and Hunter and Buddy will be talking about that. Plus, you're broadcasting from the coats?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A massive storm system heading northeast after spawning tornadoes across the south.
Residents in Pickens County, Alabama are picking up the pieces after a tornado ripped into their community about 40 miles west of Tuscaloosa. Several homes are now rubble. Pastor Ray Jones had his home blow off its foundation. He says it could have been worse.
Some people got a little injured, but amen, we thank God that we still here.
There are no reports of fatalities.
Fox Radio's Tom Graham. Fox meteorologist Maria Molina says while the threat is not as great today,
there is a chance to see some additional severe storms anywhere from Florida, also parts of eastern Alabama, extending into North Carolina and Virginia.
A bail hearing today for the Virginia Tech student accused of helping a classmate dispose of the body of a 13-year-old girl. This coming a day after prosecutors added a more serious charge of being an accessory before the fact to first-degree murder. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
The forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!